Meghan Markle's journey from Hollywood to the royal family was like a real-life Cinderella story, just without the fairy godmother to help her navigate all the royal rules. And let's be honest, she could have used one, because she broke tradition more than a few times. So, let's take a look at the moments that had everyone talking, right up until she stepped back from royal duties. To begin with, the fashion choices. For her first appearance at the Trooping the Color ceremony, Meghan chose an off-the-shoulder pink Carolina Herrera dress. Gorgeous, right? Now, here's the thing. Royal women usually don't wear dresses that show their shoulders. But Meghan clearly wasn't bothered by that. And let's be honest, she totally nailed this look.
Amazing.
Then, there's Meghan's love for black outfits. Royals typically reserve black for mourning, but Meghan made it a wardrobe staple, even wearing it to high-profile events like the British Fashion Awards. Speaking of that night, her nails also grabbed attention. While royal protocol calls for soft pinks or nudes, Markle went bold with black nails. Definitely not following the usual royal script, right? Next up, let's talk shoes and legs. Royal protocol says you must always wear tights or stockings when wearing a skirt or dress. But Meghan? She's broken that rule more than once. One memorable moment was when she left Canada House on March 11th, 2019, bare-legged. And if that wasn't enough, she also wore open-toed shoes. Another royal no-no. But hey, at least she was wearing shoes, unlike when she and Harry visited Bondi Beach in Australia and both went barefoot in the sand. A little rebellion? Maybe. But it's definitely something Kate Middleton has never done in public. Meghan's wedding dress was another unexpected choice. She became the first royal bride to wear a gown from a non-British fashion house, Givenchy, a French brand. Sure, the designer was British, but the decision still turned heads.
I've never been part of tabloid culture. I've never been in pop culture to...
And when it came time for Archie's christening, Meghan wore Dior instead of a British designer. Yet another break from tradition. Speaking of the wedding, Markle also made a bold move in her vows. She skipped the promise to obey her husband, but she wasn't the first to do so. Both Diana and Kate made the same choice. And let's not forget Harry's wedding ring. Traditionally, royal men don't wear one, but Harry decided otherwise.
I need to do this for my family.
It was a small gesture, but a meaningful one, showing Harry's modern take on marriage and a break from tradition. A nice personal touch, don't you think?
She chooses me, and I choose her. And therefore, whatever we have to tackle together or individually will always be us together as a team.
Then came Archie's birth announcement, and Meghan and Harry completely changed the game. Instead of a formal Buckingham Palace statement, they shared the news on Instagram. Simple, personal, and very different from the usual royal approach. And they didn't stop there. Markle skipped the famous post-birth hospital photo call, a tradition both Princess Diana and Kate followed. Instead, she and Harry introduced Archie on their own terms, a couple of days later. Oh, and when their daughter Lilibet was born, no official photos, just a Christmas card months later. Also, even the way Meghan sat at royal events caught attention. She was seen sitting with her legs crossed at the knees, a big departure from the Duchess slant, the preferred, more modest way to sit. Of course, even Princess Diana and Kate have occasionally strayed from this rule, so Meghan wasn't exactly alone in that. And then, there are their public displays of affection. The royals are all about keeping things formal, but Meghan and Harry never shied away from hand-holding, hugging, and even sneaking in a kiss after a polo match. Sure, PDA isn't unheard of. Princess Diana and Charles had their moments, but Harry and Meghan definitely took it up a notch.
It's like I was a hugger. I've always been a hugger. I didn't realize that is really...
Now, it's not just breaking protocol that got people talking. Meghan also had her share of awkward moments in public that made headlines. Let's switch gears and take a look at some of those instances that really got people talking for all the wrong reasons. First up, the royal snub that had everyone buzzing. Scarf Gate. In a resurfaced video, Meghan appears to be chatting with Prince William, but he seems more interested in adjusting his scarf for what feels like an eternity.
At the time, it was awkward. I was a bit shocked.
Some saw it as an intentional cold shoulder, while others thought it was just bad timing. Either way, the awkwardness was off the charts. Things got even more uncomfortable in their Netflix doc when Meghan mocked her first curtsy to the Queen.
Americans will understand this. We have medieval times, dinner and tournament.
Making fun of this seemed disrespectful, especially to the Queen and royal traditions. Even Harry looked super uncomfortable, like he wanted to shrink into the couch. Meghan also said she didn't know she had to curtsy.
I remember in the car and driving up, and he said, "You know how to curtsy, right?" And I just thought it was a joke.
Honestly, that's hard to believe. It's one of the first things most people know about the royal family, and with all the media attention on her marriage to Harry, she must have heard about it. If that's true, though, it feels pretty ignorant. She could have easily Googled it. I mean, it's not exactly a royal secret, right? Then there's the polo trophy moment. Meghan was celebrating with Harry's team when she tried to grab one of the players' prize boxes, only for him to firmly keep hold of it. She quickly ducked under Harry's arm, making for a seriously clumsy moment. Their engagement interview was another memorable moment. Meghan insisted she had little knowledge of Harry beforehand.
I didn't know much about him, and so the only thing that I had asked her when she said she wanted to set us up was, I had one question. I said, "Was he nice?" Because if he wasn't kind, it didn't seem like it would make sense, and so...
Really? A prince, the son of Princess Diana, and she knew nothing? Hard to believe. We can't talk about her royal appearances without mentioning that near miss at a wedding. Meghan attended Harry's cousin's wedding in a beautiful Oscar de la Renta dress and white heels. Now, if you've ever tried walking on grass in heels, you know it's risky. Meghan almost took a tumble but saved herself by grabbing Harry's hand just in time. Surprisingly, the media didn't go hard on her for it. In fact, they praised her for handling the moment like a pro. A close call, but she pulled it off. But things didn't go quite as smoothly the next time. During an interview in South Africa, Meghan got emotional when asked about the pressure she was under. And she made an emotional confession.
Yeah, well, I guess, and also thank you for asking, because not many people have asked if I'm okay. But it's a very real thing to be going through behind the scenes.
A vulnerable moment, but given that she was in a country where many people struggle to meet basic needs, it struck some as out of touch. Then there's that moment at the One Love movie premiere. Meghan and Harry probably expected to be in the VIP section, but, surprise, they weren't. Dressed in an elegant black skirt, while others rocked casual attire, Meghan looked more suited for a gala than a laid-back film screening. Their appearance made waves, especially since the royal family was already dealing with health concerns involving King Charles and Kate. Definitely not the best timing to grab the spotlight. Royal commentator Richard Fitzwilliams called it a deliberate ploy to prove their value to the royal family. Was it just a movie night or a bigger message? Either way, it made headlines, but not for the right reasons. As if things weren't interesting enough, there was the awkward mic grab at Costner's event. Meghan reached for the mic, but the host wasn't letting go. Was she about to give a speech? We'll never know, but it definitely made things feel awkward. Another unforgettable moment came at the 2023 Invictus Games, where Meghan unexpectedly marched in front of British veterans. Dressed in shorts and sandals, Meghan arrived late to the opening ceremony and later gave a speech about giving her kids milkshakes. Safe to say, it left some people pretty bemused. With all these moments in mind, it's hard not to wonder, what do you think was the most awkward or cringiest Meghan Markle moment? Were these just harmless missteps, or do you agree they were truly cringeworthy? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell for more celebrity stories.